Well, it's going to be easier to do on certain classes than others. Hunter is going to be one of the superior classes to do this on. However, if you have alchemy as well, you can do it on any class, but it's going to cut into your profits just a little bit. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and show you my farming loop. We are in Moradon right now. I'm in the purple side, and we're going to go ahead and start the stopwatch and get this show on the road. So what we are actually doing is we're on a farming loop for ghost mushrooms, and they spawn within here quite often, obviously every time, but there's different spawn locations and you'll be able to get to most of them without causing any problems. On the auction house at the moment for my server, they're going anywhere between 1 gold to 2 gold, and that is actually quite high. Makes a pretty high gold per hour. However, what I do is I sell it for 1 gold, and I find alchemists on my server, since I'm not an alchemist myself, whom want to do potion selling and making and stuff like that. So we get them on board and we sell them for about 1 gold a piece. So it's a little bit cheaper for them, but I have a pretty safe route. I'm on a PvP server. You don't have to compete with any horde or alliance when you're doing this, and you're able to just run around and get whatever you need from it. I'm kind of leisurely running around. You can do like this run pretty quick. If you're just doing the run, it can go for about 10 minutes. So here we're going to go ahead and actually aggro this pack here. This is why you're going to need to be on a hunter or on a class that has like vanish for like a rogue or something that can actually get through this pack. If you are not on one of those classes that can get rid of the aggro like that, then you will need to bring an invisibility potion or something like that. That's what's gonna cut into your costs. But you're gonna be getting the ghost mushrooms. If you have alchemy, you'll be able to make them yourself, or if you're not and you have alchemist friends, the people you're supplying to, you're gonna be able to go ahead and get them made for you, obviously. So that's 1 ghost mushroom per run, and that cuts into your amount. You get around anywhere between 5 and 6 per run, and it is pretty dang quick. I'm going to show you exactly why here in a little bit. So I'm running through here. We have our trackers. We got mining and herbalism on this character. We took double professions, and we're just gonna run through here, check and see if there's any mines and plants. So we got ghost mushroom up here. It's awesome. We're gonna turn back on our speed. I forgot to do that. And the interesting thing is, like, this run, like, I hit the cap. So if I do this run 5 times in 10 minutes, I'm obviously going to get locked out of dungeons. So if you want to do this on a character that does not have the movement speed, it's entirely doable. You can just keep doing it like that. But if you're on a character that has movement speed enhancements and you want to get more for your buck, you just go ahead and run down towards Princess. There's more mushrooms down there. There's blind weed. You can get more mithril if you have mining as well, like I do, and that will help out quite a bit with your gold farming needs. Alright, so we have shroom down here, and a lot of the times the shrooms will spawn along down here, but it's not going to be there. We have one on the map already, so you might have one down here. You might want to check, jump down, and see. So basically just wanted to show you that there is a spawn point for mushrooms over on a route that normally isn't taken. You normally jump down the waterfall after the boss down there, and if you're wanting to come back up from there, you would have to go up a passageway over on the side there, and there is a mushroom spawn there, and I think the boss's name is Landslide. He's a big rock golem boss. I have always seen one there. Okay, so this spot right here is really tricky. You need to really be careful about this mob right here. If you are not a hunter and have feigned death, it may be a problem for you, because it is really close to this section here. You can't get around right here, and you can't get around right there. You could possibly get around over here like this if you're having issues with that mob being too close to the right. So that's going to be a problematic area that does sometimes pull for me. Just be careful. Oh, I missed a mine back there. I'm going to go ahead and not grab that this time. I was not being mindful. But normally I would grab every mine that I see in here as well. I get about 4 gold per stack, and I usually get a stack every hour, so that adds just an additional 4 gold on top of everything. And I usually just run 4 myself, just so that I can get a little over 20, and then I go back. I'm not like a heavy farmer at all. I get about 20 gold a day, plus like the 4 from my farming. I don't want to over saturate the market as well, so that's basically the way that I'm doing it. I'll probably end up farming a lot more over the next few days, get a lot of that finished. Here's another interesting area. It's gonna be a problematic pull spot. If the 2 dryads are walking through the area. Dryads cause a lot of problems during bottleneck areas. These things have pretty high aggro radius, I've noticed, comparatively to the other mobs. So I try to like skirt around them as far as possible. Alright, so we're gonna come around here. Everything's safe. Whoop. Watch out for that pat. A little problematic. We missed a mithril, but it doesn't look like we're actually gonna miss that one. I think it's still up above. Alright. These bugs are problematic, like I said. Getting around here is going to be difficult, and the best way to do that is actually to loop back around and come over between these shrooms here and make your way back against the wall. I've tried many different ways of getting through here, and that's the best way. The main issue is you do not want to die. Oh, also, if you are a hunter, feign death is not like guaranteed to work on the pulls, so you could wipe, and that could be a problem for you. So you might want to have like a potion backup plan, unlike me, in order to get out of the situation. There's another mine. And that is our run. I actually found a mushroom prior to coming in to the dungeon. So let's go ahead and stop. Oop. That was under 10 minutes, but that's pretty much the end of the run. And we have 6 mushrooms. I had 1 from outside, and we didn't get enough. We didn't actually get that much mithril because I didn't pick much up. So we're gonna come out here. I'm gonna go ahead and reset this instance. So now we are outside the instance. This is what the power of the run is. You come in one side, you go out the other, and then you're just right back in there with the instance reset in 10 minutes, and bam, you go again, and you just keep farming the loop. It goes back and forth, back and forth.